Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's tutorial, I will demonstrate how to cut and sew a full-length maxi dress with sleeves. Hi, my name is Ayo and welcome to 011 Clothing Tutorials. On this channel, I upload DIYs, pattern drafting and sewing tutorials. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do so. And do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. So now, let's get right into the tutorial. Thank you! I'll be working with the following items: tape measure, pins, a pair of scissors, rulers and curbs, calculator, water erasable fabric pencil, 6 yards of African print fabric, also known as ANKARA. I'll be working with the following measurements: shoulder to shoulder 16 inches, bust circumference 39 inches, full length of dress 60 inches. So I have here 6 yards of this African print fabric. It has been folded into 6 layers and each layer is 1 yard. I will now go ahead and cut out the African print fabric into 3 pieces. Each piece will be 2 yards each. Remember that the length of the ANKARA fabric is just 45 inches. The length of the dress that I intend to make is 60 inches. So I have to increase the length of the fabric first before cutting out the dress. So now I have here 3 pieces of the ANKARA fabric and each piece is 2 yards or 72 inches wide. I will now set aside 2 pieces for now. I will pick up one of the pieces and I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces horizontally. So this is 2 yards of fabric and I'm going to cut it into 2 like this. So as to make the cutting easier, I will fold it into 2 like this. I will now cut it into 2. So I now have 2 pieces of fabric that are each 2 yards or 72 inches, but the length of each piece is now 22.5 inches instead of the initial 45 inches. So as you can see, each piece is still 2 yards. However, the length has reduced to half, which is 22.5 inches. What I have here is one of the full 2 yard pieces. This is the full 2 yard piece. I will now pick up one of the half 2 yard pieces. I will place the 2 pieces such that right sides are together. I will now go ahead and join the 2 pieces together using half an inch sewing allowance. I will do the same thing for the remaining 2 pieces as well. So now I have done the stitching, as you can see, and I have here 2 pieces of the fabric. One will be for the front while the other piece will be for the back. And as you can see, I have successfully increased the length of the fabric from 45 inches to 67.5 inches. So the new length of the African print fabric is now 67.5 inches. And the width of the fabric is still 2 yards or 72 inches. So what I have here is 36 inches, and I have 2 layers of fabric. So this is 36 inches, and I have 2 layers of fabric, as you can see. So the width of the fabric is 36 inches multiplied by 2, and this is equal to 72 inches. And the 72 inches is 2 yards of fabric. So what I will do now is to fold the fabric on bias or in a triangular form like this. I will now go ahead to draft the dress directly on the fabric. The first thing I will do is to divide my shoulder to shoulder measurement by 2, and this is 16 all over 2, and this is equal to 8 inches. I will place my ruler in such a way that the short edge of the ruler aligns with the edge of the fabric fold like this. I will now go ahead and locate that point at this upper part where I will get a measurement that is equal to my shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half an inch, and this is 8.5 inches. So I will locate that point where I will get a value of 8.5 inches, which is this point. I will now square a horizontal line across like this. I will now measure out my shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 8 inches plus half an inch for seam allowance. For the front neckline, I will use a value of 4 inches by 5 inches. So I will measure and mark 4 inches on this horizontal line like this. I will now measure and mark 5 inches downwards like this for the neck depth. Using my French curve, I will now go ahead and connect these 2 points together to form the front neckline curve like this. At this end, I will come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. I will now connect these 2 points together like this with my ruler, and this will give me a slanted line. Next, I will transfer the shoulder measurement to the slanted line like this. I will now estimate the armhole depth. To estimate the armhole depth, I will use the formula bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, and this is equal to 39 over 6 plus 1.5, and this is equal to 8 inches. So I'll go ahead to measure and mark 8 inches downwards from the tip of the shoulder slope like this. I will mark the 8 inches. I will now square out a line horizontally, making sure that the short edge of the ruler is with the edge of the fabric fold, like this. I will now square out a horizontal line like this at the 8 inches mark. I will also square a line vertically downwards from the shoulder tip, making sure that the short edge of the ruler aligns with the horizontal starting line, like this. Next, I will calculate my bust circumference plus 1 inch for ease divided by 4, and this is equal to 39 plus 1 all over 4, and this is equal to 10 inches. So on this horizontal line, I will go ahead to measure and mark 10 inches like this. I will add extra 1 inch to this for the sewing allowance. Using my French curve, I will go ahead to draw the armhole curve like this. The full length of the dress is 60 inches. So I'll start measuring the 60 inches from the neck point, this point. So I will secure the tape measure firmly in place with a pin like this. I will now go ahead to measure out the full length of the dress, which is 60 inches, plus additional 1 inch for the hemming allowance at the hem of the dress. I will now go ahead and cut out the hem of the dress. Next, I will connect the lower part of the armhole down to the hem of the dress using a ruler. At this point, you can adjust the fullness of the dress at the hem to suit your taste. In fact, you can use up the old fabric at the hem if you so desire. But I won't be doing this. I will reduce the width of the hem a little bit. I will now go ahead and cut out the dress. This is the front part of the dress. So I have here the second fabric piece, and I will use this to cut out the back of the dress. I have already folded the fabric on bias. I will now place the front piece, which I have already cut out, on it like this, making sure that the folded edges are well aligned. I will secure the two pieces together with my pins. I will square out the neck point horizontally like this. From this point, I will now measure 2 inches downwards for the back neck depth. Using my French curve, I will now go ahead and draw the back neckline curve like this. I will now go ahead and cut it out. But before doing this, I will further secure the two pieces together with my pins like this. I will now go ahead and do the cutting. The only difference between the front and the back is the neckline of the two pieces. The front neckline curve is deeper than the back neckline curve. It is now time to cut out the sleeves, and I will make use of this measurement. Sleeve length 12 inches, bust circumference 39 inches, around elbow 13 inches. I'll make use of this fabric scrap to cut out the sleeve. The fabric has been folded into 4. First, I will draw out a horizontal starting line like this using my ruler. Next, I will measure out the full length of the sleeve, which is 12 inches. I will add extra 1 inch to this for the hemming allowance. I will now square out a horizontal line like this. Next, I will estimate the cap height. To estimate the cap height, I will use the formula bust circumference divided by 12 plus 1.5 inches, and this is 39 over 12 plus 1.5, and this is equal to 4.75 inches. So from the starting line, I will go ahead to measure and mark 4.75 inches downwards like this, and I will square out a horizontal line like this. Next, I will estimate the around armhole value. To do this, I will use the formula bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, and this is equal to 39 over 6 plus 1.5, and this is equal to 8 inches. So on the cap height line, I will go ahead to measure and mark 8 inches like this. I will add additional 1 inch to this for the same allowance. I will now connect these 2 points together like this using my ruler, and this will give me a slanted line. Next, I will divide this slanted line into 4 equal sections like this. From this first middle point, I will go up by half an inch. From this second middle point, I will come down by half an inch. I will now go ahead and draw the armhole curve using the half an inch as a guide. I will use my French curve for this. Next, I will divide my around elbow measurement by 2, and this is 13 all over 2, and this is equal to 6.5 inches. So at the end, I will measure and mark 6.5 inches like this. I will add additional 1 inch to this for the same allowance. I will now connect these 2 points together like this using my ruler. I will now go ahead and cut out the sleeve. So I have here 2 sleeve pieces. It is now time to cut out the pocket pieces. I will be cutting out 4 pieces of pocket. So I have here 4 pieces of fabric. So from this upper edge, I will measure and mark 12 inches downwards for the pocket length. I will square out a line across like this. Next, I will measure and mark 7 inches for the width of the pocket. I will also square a vertical line downwards like this. Next, I will measure and mark 6.5 inches for the length of the pocket opening, like this. At this corner, I will measure and mark 1 inch like this. At this corner, I will also measure and mark another 1 inch. At this corner, I will measure and mark 2 inches like this. I will now go ahead and connect all the points together using my free hand. I will now go ahead and cut out the 4 pocket pieces. I will also notch the point where the pocket opening is supposed to end. So I will notch the point like this. Next, I will cut out the front neckline facing. So I will fold the fabric into 2 like this. I will place the front neckline on top of the fabric scrap like this, making sure that the fold of the 2 pieces align with each other. I will trace out the neckline and the shoulder slope, and I will make the width of the facing 3 inches wide. I will now cut it out. To cut out the back facing, I will repeat the same steps I did for the front facing. These are the front and the back facings, and I have used the bias tape to finish the ends of the 2 facing pieces. I have also interfaced the wrong side of the 2 facing pieces. I will now bring out the front piece. The right side of the front piece is facing up. I will now place the facing on top, right side to right side. I will pin in place like this. After pinning, I will take it to my sewing machine and stitch using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. I will do the same thing for the back piece as well. So now the stitching has been done, as you can see. After stitching the facing to the neckline, I notched the seam allowances. I now understitch the seam allowance to the neckline of the facing. I will now place the back piece on top of the front piece like this, right side to right side. I will open up the facing like this. I will now pin in place. I'll pin the shoulders together. After doing this, I will take it to my sewing machine and I will stitch the shoulders in place using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. Next, I will mark 18 inches downwards like this from the neck point, and this is the position of the pocket. I will notch this point. I will now go ahead and pin all the 4 pocket pieces in place, right side to right side like this. Once I'm done pinning, I will take it to my sewing machine and I will stitch in place using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. So now the stitching has been done. I have fixed all the 4 pocket pieces, as you can see. I will now go ahead and join the side seams together using 1 inch seam allowance for the side seam and 1/2 inch all around the pocket. I will do the same thing for the other side as well. I have joined the shoulder seams together, as you can see. The side seams have also been joined together. I will now go ahead and turn the dress to the right side. So these are the pockets. So now the next thing to do is to fix the sleeves to the armhole of the dress. These are the 2 sleeve pieces. The first thing I will do is to hem the lower part of the sleeve like this. I will fold it like this and I will stitch. I will now fold it together like this, right side to right side, and then I will stitch the side seam using 1 inch seam allowance. I will do the same thing for the other piece as well. So now I have gone ahead to fix the sleeve to the armhole of the dress. I have also gone ahead to hem the lower part of the dress. I will use this hemming gum to fix the facing firmly in place using a pressing iron. I will use this gold appliques to embellish the neckline of the dress. I will use my hemming gum to also fix it in place. So now I'll fix the applique to the neckline of the dress. I also use this silver applique as well so as to create a contrast design. I use the hemming gum to secure the appliques firmly in place and also the facing by using a pressing iron. So that's it guys, we are done. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, share this video with your friends who are interested in sewing. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. See you in my next tutorial. Bye and thank you so much for watching.